Hi, everyone. My name is Jordan Graff. If I have your kids, it is probably in either U.S. government or in world studies. Those are the two classes that I'm teaching this year. I also am helping with freshman football this year and with basketball at either the C team or D team level. So I'll have some interaction with a lot of your different kids. So I just wanted to briefly give you guys a sense of what my class will look like while the kids are online here, and to give you a sense of what I am expecting from them, and how you can maybe help me to get the kids on the same page as I am and make sure that they're getting everything completed. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys now so that you can see what my Schoology pages look like for the kids. So I'm going to open up my A3 government class right now. And all my Schoology pages look the same, depending on whether they are an A or B day. So what I've done for the kids is I've created a daily folder for them. So today was Monday, September 14th. So the kids who were taking my government class, I would tell them, okay, go ahead and open up your Monday, September 14th folder. And then the assignments or video links or whatever it is that we're going to be working on that day would be contained inside that daily folder. I've just tried to keep everything as simple as possible for the kids. I know that it's a challenging time. It certainly is challenging for me, so I want to keep things as basic as I possibly can for the kids and for myself, to be totally frank. So today's lesson in government, and again, it would be the same for world studies. I mean, not the same content, obviously, but the same kind of stuff. The kids watched a little video on the Mayflower Compact. As they were watching that, they answered some questions. We did some notes together. And to do the notes, usually I share a PowerPoint with the kids, and then they fill out the questions to the notes. And then then at that point in time in class, I sent them off on their own into that asynchronous learning. So the way I'm doing class is I'm taking the first 30, 35 minutes of class and going through the direct instruction. Okay, we're talking about the Mayflower Compact. I'm trying to put that in context. Why would that be worth learning about, and all the rest of it? And then they're going to spend the second half of class, or really more the latter 2/3 of class, working on some kind of assignment or assignments, depending on what the day brings. So I try to have the kids work on that, and they've been doing a really great job of that. When it comes to I'm going to stop sharing my screen now so I can see you guys again. When it comes to my late term policies and those kinds of things, I've been really flexible when it comes to turning things in late during the first couple of months here, just largely because I recognize the challenges that this format has put on kids. It's asking them to do a lot of the work in a totally independent environment, and that takes some getting used to, for sure. Now, as we start to move forward, I'm going to be much more demanding in terms of you need to get the assignments done at a very specified date, and I won't accept any late work and those kinds of things. But as I said, as during these first couple of months, unquestionably, I've been very flexible in trying to work with the kids. I definitely don't want them to get into a situation either where they are just buried with zeros or with missings, and there's no point where they can come back from that. I don't want that to happen. So again, if you can help me keep the kids on task, again, that is the structure. That's as complicated as my class will ever be. I'm not capable of making it more complicated, even if I wanted to. So again, about 35 minutes of direct instruction, which is what are we studying that day and why? And then the kids will get an assignment to work on in that asynchronous period, which again is just a time for them to look at. Usually, almost always for me, it's going to be some kind of primary source document. or a secondary source reading related to the topic that I covered in the first half of class. I know this is a very awkward format. I wish I could be seeing you all in person and answering questions. The best way to get a hold of me is through email. The updates pop right up on my phone. I get them quickly, and I'm pretty good at responding to them. And so if you ever have any question for me, would like to set up an individual meeting with me, I would love to do that. I find that far preferable to something like this where I can't see faces and can't get feedback or interactions or questions. So please, I mean it. Email me at my school email, which is on the website, and we can set up a meeting if you or your kids have any questions. I really want to be as helpful as I possibly can, and so please reach out to me. I'd love to meet you and put faces to the names. I appreciate working at Erie High School. It's my second year here. I tease the kids quite a bit, and I wouldn't admit this to them, but they are amazing kids, and it's really a privilege to work with them. And obviously, that reflects the great families that they come from. So I'm very appreciative to be working with your kids. And if you have any questions, please shoot me an email. We can set up a meeting. I would love to do that. But other than that, I'm going to sign off. And appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me. And I hope you have a great rest of your night.